What is going on, everybody? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Happy Independence Day. Happy 4th of July to all the folks who are celebrating. I'm just trying to get everything set up as I normally do. So I'm actually going to move the computer over just a little bit and wish y'all well. I hope everybody's doing good, having a good time. Maybe you're on holiday for the 4th of July. Maybe you're in another part of the world and you don't care about today, which is totally cool. But yeah, there we go. We're all set. So I figured we could talk some Splinterlands. There's no maintenance today because the maintenance window has been moved to Thursday along with the weekly town hall. So, it's a non-maintenance hype. And I figure we'll have some fun. We'll talk some Splinterlands stuff. I will say that I think there's some really cool, exciting stuff happening over the next couple of days, or I should say in a couple of days from Splinterlands with the release window. So overall, I'm feeling pretty good about July so far. I don't know what's gonna happen. I have no like inside information in terms of like land or tower defense or any of that stuff, but the feeling that I get from the team is that they're quite confident about a lot of things, which makes me really, really happy. And I think you're seeing a lot of that in Mav chat as well, and where all that stuff is going on. So let me jump into the chat. Let me actually open this up. I believe, is the Bulldog's proposal thing done now? I don't believe it went through, but let's see here. Yep. Okay. Looks like it is complete. And we missed it by a couple of percentage points. So I do wonder. Also, I think this is quite significant. This seemed to be a very hot topic. Look at this. We had 300 million SPS vote as compared to the last one, which was only 254, and the one before that, 234 and 223. So I do believe we're starting to get more engagement here. I don't know why this was such a hot topic. Well, you can see the last hot topic that we had was the modern bot proposal, which was in April, and that almost hit 300 million, but nothing quite there yet. Nothing crossed it beforehand. So we're getting more engagement, which I think is fantastic. Now 302. Let me see something here. Sorry, I'm going to jump into chat in just a minute. Yeah, so 302, so meaning that we had more than half of the staked SPS participate. So people felt strongly about it one way or another, whether that was you wanted to see the DAO do something, you didn't want to see the DAO do anything, you wanted the proposal to be maybe tweaked or changed a little bit, or maybe you didn't like Bulldog for whatever reason and wanted him to quit the game, which I don't think that's a valid reason. But if people are gonna vote how they're gonna vote. So I've said it before, I'll say it again. I hope Bulldog doesn't leave. I hope that there is a follow-up to the proposal. And I'll be honest, if people here are willing to give it a go, I mean, I've never submitted a proposal, but not that I want to save Bulldog, right? Although I do think he's a cool guy. But I think the idea is sound, and the fact that almost 2/3, more than 60%, 64% of the votes were actually in favor of this, once again, just represents that the supermajority has it's like if a majority of people want something, then we should probably figure out what we need to do to get a couple more people onto that side, right? There's 3 percentage points here. 3 percentage points that are in terms of like the discrepancy. So where do we find those 3%? How do we talk to those 3% and ask them, what do we need to change in the proposal, right? Do we need to drop it down to 80% of PEG? Do we need to maybe say, don't buy BUSD, maybe don't buy DEC, maybe buy something else? Again, I don't really know why buying something else would matter. I really want to see the DAO lock up DEC at this discount. But let me go ahead and just catch up on the chat and say hello to folks. We got Rift Summoner in the house. Rift Summoner. So I played Stella Fantasy with Tails on Sunday, and man, it is a solid game. Excuse me. So Tails and I were on the phone for, I don't know, maybe like an hour or so after Well, including playing and then afterwards. I'll tell you this. I'll same thing I told Tails. It's games like that that make me worried about the future of Splinterlands. I love Splinterlands, guys. I do. I really, really do. But it's games like Stella Fantasy where I look at that, I'm just like, oh, this is a legit, or this is legit. So, it's, thank you for introducing me to the game and telling me about it. I will try to spend more time in it, although I'll be honest, it's not necessarily my style of game. But I do think that it has tremendous potential, just because of the fact that it's so well polished and so fun to play. So, Rift Summoner, what's going on? All right, good morning, Supreme Victory Network. Good to see you here. Happy Independence Day. Yes, indeed. Luke, what's going on? Good to have you here. It's your niece's birthday. Well, I don't know what your niece's name is, but to Rift Summoner's niece, happy birthday. I hope you're enjoying your birthday, and you share a birthday with the United States of America. So you get fireworks every year on your birthday. That's pretty sweet. Sad that Bulldog will now leave SPL since his proposal failed. I don't think that he's going to leave. I think there's too much on the docket for him to wait. I don't know what the deal is. I haven't talked to him personally. I did watch the Gank stream, Gank and Walking Key stream last night, which was great conversation. But I think he'll stick around. But what will be sad if Bulldog sticks around but becomes less involved is the fact that the dude has a lot of great ideas. Like, if I forgot what Bulldog does as a career, but it's just like, man, he had so many great ideas while he was on the team. He has so many great ideas now for a game. I wish he would just go and make a game. It'd be awesome. It'd be fun. Again, I don't know that it'd be perfect, but he's got a lot of cool ideas for ways to add value, add entertainment, and change things around here. And so I don't know if he's going to put all of those proposals in now, because it's just like, if the DAO will continue to stonewall a bunch of stuff, then I get it. It's frustrating. He's not the only one. I'm not the only one. All right. So let's see. This just proves my point that the majority of the community opinion does not matter. What matters are the big SPS bag holders. I actually don't think the bot lords are big SPS bag holders, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Icy Flow. Holzar said he made a pre-proposal to swap stables for HBD. Hive whales love it. I won't vote for it. Swap for BTC will get my vote. All right, Icy Flow. Why are we swapping for BTC though? It doesn't help the economy. It helps the DAO long term, but that's a different conversation. I'm all for doing something with DEC and to help eat up the excess DEC, right? Mistakes were made over the past 18 months or 2 years, we'll call it. And not that it's the DAO's fault, but I do believe the DAO has some responsibility to clean up what's going on. I mean, I think the team also has responsibility to clean up what's going on. And they've been doing it from like a top-down, high-level approach to the game economy. But the DAO is sitting on assets that could be used to help further the game economy or to help improve the tokenomics in the game economy. Like, you guys don't understand. And Bulldog mentioned this last night, and he did it much more eloquently than I do. But it's like, why would you ever join a game where everything is down 99% and everybody's complaining about stuff? Like, the only thing, I've said this before, the only thing that's going to bring in new players is the SPS price going up. That's all it is. I know people want new game features, new whatever. That's all stuff that's going to make people stay. But if you actually want to get people in the door, the best marketing is to have a god green candle, right? So that's just where it's at. But so Icy Flow, the thing is, I don't disagree that the DAO should be holding some Bitcoin though. So I'm all for having some Bitcoin in the portfolio because I'm a Bitcoin maxi. So we should definitely have some. If we don't already, I don't think we do, but if we do, then yeah. Let's see what else. Oh, Holizar's proposal was interesting. I don't know how I feel about HBD. I'm not a big HBD holder. I like it. I like the 20% that I get on my 50. I think I have like 50 HBD in savings, but I get nervous about like the long-term sustainability, right? I don't know. I wouldn't want to be holding $500,000 in HBD. Let me put it that way. Whether it's me or the DAO, I think sure we can put a little bit in there and then use that, right? But I don't know. Yo, CP is making people create farm guilds. What does that mean? What's CP? Collection power? CP is making people create farm guilds. I don't know what that means. If it's collection power, well, I think farm guilds were happening from the start. I think we're seeing some of the gladiator cards get burned now from the bot farms, but yeah. All right, let's see. Garut, good morning and happy 4th of July. Happy to have you here. Most Dirty. Man, we're seeing a lot of new names here. This is kind of cool. Are you guys new to the game or just new to the channel or new to talking? Most Dirty, what's good? Good morning, After Sound. What's going on? Is Vugtis... Oh, whoops. All right, is Vugtis the one that partly controls the DAO funds? No. Vugtis, I think, is just the largest SPS holder out there. Or largest SPS staker, I should say. Right? 9 million. So... But, to somebody's point earlier that this is just dominated by whales. I mean, when you have all these top holders that are very much against it. Again, it's like, okay, well, it was only by a couple million votes. Like, what would get Vugtis to vote for it? What would get Crypto Eater to vote for it? Or Azarcon? Bulldog is a drug. Oh yeah, I remember. Yep. Okay. Yeah, maybe he shouldn't make a game. Just keep on dealing drugs. It's a lot of money there. Darkest Night leading the monthly July leaderboard on Splinter Coach. Let's go, guys! If you haven't checked out Splinter Coach yet, it is super fun. I actually still have it open here, and I'm trying to get all my summoners to level 7. All my rare summoners to level 7. That way I can get a better idea of where I'm at in the mix here. But it's crazy, man. It's crazy. This thing is a lot of fun. So shout out to Splinter Coach. Shout out to Geeked Out Basketball. Let's see what we got. And shout out to Darkest Night for taking the leaderboard. All right, the DAO can ride BTC to 1 million and help the DAO community with that. Sure. I mean, again, I'm all for it. So I want us to be holding some BTC, but I don't think everything should be in BTC either. Cosmo saying, please not HBD. It's based on UST Luna mechanics. There's a different element there that protects it. I don't know. And so I don't want to misspeak, but I remember reading an article a long time back saying how it's protected against what happened with Luna. But I will tell you this. Anytime a stable coin, like look at stable coins getting attacked now, right? And these are not algorithmic stable coins, right? These are not decentralized algorithmic stable coins, which is what Terra Luna was. And so a decentralized stable coin is the biggest threat to the powers that be, which is why it was attacked, right? The project didn't fail. The project had a fatal flaw that could be exploited for, I think, $300 to $400 million, and somebody attacked it. So, like, it was taken down. HBD, on the other hand, is not big enough to be a threat. It's not on anybody's radar. If anything, they're going for the non-algorithmic, but still like a non-decentralized stable coins like USDC, DAI. So I don't know, man. There's going to be an interesting, development here as we move forward. But I agree that I wouldn't want everything in HBD. If we had $500,000, I wouldn't mind putting 20% in HBD, right? Obviously, the team still feels confident enough to build on Hive, right? They're doing everything on Hive. They're launching new projects on Hive. So I would say I'd be good with like 20%, but the other 20% or other 80%, I'd want in something else. Grand Saga Unlimited, I meant? What's that? Grand Saga Korea server on release earn about 100 in just 1 month of release, almost surpassing Genshin Impact first. Wow, okay. Is this a Web3 game or a Web2 game? I've never heard of it. So RK3 from The Great Burning. Oh, you're saying GP. Okay, sorry. I just saw one of your later messages. From the Great Burning, GP is causing people to make guild farms. Yeah, I mean, look, it's going to happen. But you know what? At the end of the day, people burn that DEC. So however they want to spend it, I'm not going to fault anyone. They came in and they spent that DEC. So if they're creating farms from it, then that's fine. You know, at the end of the day, like, I hope that we don't get crazy inflation through gladiator cards, just because people can burn those. But yeah, I don't know. We're gonna need to see if there's some changes needed to be made in the future. So Grand Saga Unlimited is an NFT Web3 game. Oh, it is. Okay. See, they're just coming out by the boatloads, guys. They're just coming out by the boatloads. More and more of this stuff. So again, this is why my biggest concern for Splinterlands heading into the next bull run is that people love new and shiny. They don't like baggage, right? They do love stability. And so what's that called? Splinterlands does have that, right? It's been around for 5 years, has a working game, has a complex and dense game economy, lots of assets, right? But it's like, do you want to be in the new thing, or do you want to be in something that's, you know, is down and everybody's complaining? Red Ted, what's going on? Yeah, new to talking. Awesome. Okay, cool. Well, thanks for chiming in, Most Dirty. Appreciate you. Oh, Vet V in the house. Okay, to get my vote, have to present away the swap stables for DEC in a way that does not sniff of market manipulation, pumping own bags. To wit, I want to pull exchange funds back. What does that mean? You want to pull exchange funds back? Sorry, I'm not understanding that part, Vet. I'll agree with you on this to the point that, like, with Bulldog's proposal, there wasn't much clarity on how to do it. And I think he intentionally left it open so the team could figure it out, or the DAO, you know, the CEO of the DAO could figure it out. But I agree. How would you structure it then, Vet? Because I don't know. I mean, you're a respected voice in the community. I'd love to know how you would phrase it, because people might get behind that. Maybe lowering the buy up to 95% of PEG to like 85 would get more votes. Yeah, I know Crypto Eater said he was in favor of 80%. You know, again, that's fine too. It doesn't do anything now because we've been above 80%. But maybe there's an 85%. What's the word I'm looking for? 85%. Gosh, I'm just struggling. I'm going to have another sip of coffee. I want to find the specific word, but I'm not going to figure it out. Just an agreement. Compromise. That's what it is. I knew it started with a C. All right. Guild powers. My apologies. All good. All right. HBD, there's not enough liquidity there to make it useful. I need to know how much more about the idea before I vote for it. Fair enough. Okay. 95% will be exploited. I don't disagree with that. I think from a tolerance standpoint, like, I voted for this just because I wanted to see it do something. But from a tolerance standpoint, I'd probably be more comfortable with like 90%. And could that still be exploited? Probably. Another thing people said too was like timing, right? Everybody's saying like, why don't we wait until like land is out? And you know, my thought process is this: we probably have 2 months until land comes out, right? Who knows? Maybe even 3 months. Or if Darkest Night is right, he's saying land 2024. Oh man, guys, he's saying he's neutral Splinterlands now, whatever that means. But you know, it could still be a lot of time until then, and so I would love to see the DAO take action independently of waiting to see how things move forward, right? There's an opportunity for the DAO to front run what we potentially think is possible with land, right? With DEC going back to PEG. So it's like, I don't know what that is. It's like it's like a 20 to 25% immediate gain for the DAO if the DAO were to buy into DEC at this price. I think we'll see Web3 gaming become more popular and higher company revenue than a Web2 game, hopefully next year. I don't know about next year, but I don't disagree that we're going to get there. Now, Rift Summoner, to your point, one of the things that Tails and I talked about with Stella Fantasy is they're doing it right. That game is going to launch on Steam, which is huge. So the fact that it'll be able to launch on Steam in a Web2 version, and there will also be a Web3 version where you could level up Soulbound stuff, right, on a Web2 version, or you could buy an NFT and level that up. But everybody's playing in the same ecosystem, so it's an interesting approach that I think has a lot of merit, because I do wonder how many people they'll be able to convert from Web2 to Web3, right? I used to stream Fortnite a bunch, and for anybody out there who plays like a lot of those games that are, it's all cosmetics. Imagine if, I went through and I was like buying cosmetics in the game and leveling up whatever, and then I saw that somebody else, I played with them in a random game, right? Or I saw a stream of them talking about it, or whatever the case is, and they're talking about how like, oh yeah, I bought my character as an NFT first, so now it has value. If I ever want to sell it, right, I bought it at level 1 and I've gotten it to level 50, and so therefore the value of it has 50x'd, right? Whatever you want to call it. So it's like, oh, well, why would I play with a Soulbound one, right? You're going to get a lot of people who will become very NFT and Web3 curious. Then you keep the crypto, lingo out. You just talk about it as like Web3, even though gamers hate NFTs. But I don't know. It's an interesting approach. But we're seeing that. We're seeing the Pancake Protector model, which is a free to play, right? And then of course the Splinterlands model, where you sell, you have to buy in just to play to earn, rather than having like a free to play model, which I do hope that the team pivots to. One of the ideas that Bulldog had was to offer ghost card tournaments, but just make it a massive like DEC burn, right? If it's helping the game economy, then people shouldn't care. Or at least, it's not devaluing assets. Like I would love to make tournaments like right now it's 2000 DEC, and I don't know what happens to that 2000 DEC. I think it gets burned. I hope it does. I'm assuming it does, but let's see. Please note there's a creation fee. Okay, so it doesn't say whether it gets burned or not. But it's like, okay, if you had to create... I'm trying to figure out how much I'd be willing to pay for like setting up guild tournaments, right? Or well, guild tournaments would be cool too, but ghost card tournaments, and like what, 10,000 DEC, 25,000 DEC to set it up. That way, like people just aren't doing it all the time. But it's like if we're burning 25,000 DEC for somebody to set something up, like how abused can that get? And here's the thing. If somebody has to pay 25,000 DEC every single time so that people can play in a ghost card tournament, I don't know. I really love the idea. Like for me, I wouldn't be doing it often, but we could make events out of it. If somebody came in and was doing like multiple per day, then you're telling me if we're burning hundreds of thousands of DEC per day because people are setting up tournaments, that's not going to raise the value of SPS, right? And therefore everybody coming in and learning about the game through ghost card tournaments, seeing other players, right? So now here's the Web 2, Web 3, right? So you get all these players that aren't spending a dime in the game. They're coming in Web 2 or Web 3 playing for free. Or Web 2 playing for... Well, no, actually, they're not even playing for free. In order to enter the ghost card tournaments, maybe you got to burn vouchers, or you got to pay SPS, or you got to burn... I don't know. Whatever the case is. But they're adding value back into the ecosystem. I don't know. There's something there. Not only the most popular and well-known NFT Web3 games will most likely make the best ROI, I think it's also the ones that, I mean, if you have great marketing and you're very early in the process. I mean, a lot of these games popped off because of the fact that they offered an airdrop, Splinterlands included, right? There was something there, or they offered like crazy DeFi returns, which essentially is an airdrop at that point, right? I think back to like DeFi Kingdoms, like they were very early on in the Jewel token, so there wasn't much out there. But these the APRs on the liquidity pools there were offering like 500%. So of course people were buying up Jewel because you had to pair it with one of the other tokens, right? And so that's something, you know, Splinterlands already launched an airdrop. They already did the liquidity pools, and I think we saw a huge pump in SPS price last year from the end of the airdrop to Riftwatcher launch, because we saw it go from 4.5 cents to 9 cents in maybe like 2-ish months, right? Month and a half to 2 months. And that was like a couple of different catalysts. I don't think it was just Riftwatchers, although Riftwatchers definitely added to it. I think a lot of it was the fact that the rewards on liquidity pools were so high initially, and so people were just buying SPS off the market. Web3 needs a breakthrough game that gets the masses on board. Axie was a flop. Splinterlands will get attention then. Yeah, I agree. Well, yeah, I mean, Axie had attention for a while and it was doing all right, but I genuinely think, and I know people are going to disagree with this, especially a lot of the hardcore Web3 people. I don't think there's a full step. I do think that there needs to be a Web 2.5 game that allows your non-crypto savvy, non-crypto native, non-crypto curious people to just discover what Web3 has to offer, right? Everybody's heard about Bitcoin now. Everybody's heard about crypto, but seeing it used in a way that is not so alien to them, right? So again, I think here, like Icyflow saying Fortnite would be a good candidate for Web3. Now, obviously, I don't think they're going to move to Web3 because they're just printing money right now with what they do. But if somebody came up with a game like Fortnite that had, you know, certain partnerships and could build, you know, a reputation in that way, but you owned your skins and you owned your skins, you owned your accessories. I don't know, that could go a long way. I don't know who's going to do it, and I don't think that Fortnite's going to do it, because why would they pivot? They should do the smart thing to disrupt themselves, but it's like when you're making so much money right now, this is why old incumbents often lose, right? Because they don't want to take the risk or the energy to disrupt themselves. Personally, I think it's cool. Sweet. All right, so Brandon, the vote to use DAO funds for exchange listings. Oh, SEC regulation super hot. Okay, so I would vote for a proposal that says let's bring that back. In fact, I would love to get an update on where we're at. And I don't know, like that's something that needs to be asked in the town hall, and we need to get an answer on it. But I would fully support a proposal that says cool it on the exchange listings for now. How to phrase a swap for swap stables for DEC. I don't know for sure. I've seen regulation hammer up close. It's not pretty. Brainstorm. Yeah, no, well, but nobody's. I don't know. That's what I was asking you. And to those who doubt the DAO, last few issues proves it's working. Vugdis went from 5 million to 9 million because of a vote. I increased stake by 20% because of this one. Nice. Okay. You think that Fortnite will eventually become a Web3 game? This is my prediction. I mean, I hope so. I know a lot of people that still play, so it'd be awesome if they got to keep a lot of that value. But actually, you know what? I take it back about Fortnite. They partnered up with Nike, and I never got a chance to actually jump in, so I don't know what the breakdown was for that. But they partnered up with the Dot Swoosh department of Nike, which is their whole Web3 push. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's going to have like value long term. Venston, I wish people that simply want to burn DEC would just lose the keys to their wallets. I cannot really afford to burn DEC at the rates being proposed. What specifically are you talking about? You don't need to burn DEC. Big shifts don't happen overnight. The U.S. Constitution dated 1787. Before that articles, that's 10 years. Happy Independence Day. Thanks for the history lessons. Listen, Brandon. Wait, tournament fees go to the company even though the DAO funds it? It made some sense when DEC was the reward, but no longer. You're right. Why? If the DAO is funding these tournaments, fees should not be going to the company. It should all be going back to the DAO. Icyflow seems reasonable for non-SPS tournaments. Company provides infrastructure and maintenance of interface for any DAO sports that are NFE. Yeah, I agree. Well, that's fine. Sure, you're right. I can agree with you on that, Brandon. If it's me setting up a tournament, that's fine if it goes to the company. They're paying for the servers and infrastructure. So, but the DAO, I mean, maybe it makes sense for the DAO to do it too. Anybody running tournaments. I'm surprised nobody's made a proposal to change up the rewards on the alpha tournaments. People are too scared of the whales there. I mean, it's essentially just throwing 100,000 DEC away, but I'm not worried about the SEC coming after Splinterlands. We are small and unknown. That is actually an understatement. It's not just the SEC that doesn't know about us. It's everybody. All right, let's see where we're at. Got Bitcoin, hopefully staying above 31. Yeah, we're doing all right, holding up above 31K. It's good to see ETH almost at 2K. You know, the lack of voucher purchases just makes me realize that we're not going to really see the demand for unlocking your cards. Also, actually, you know what? Hold up. I just realized we have this. Oops. What is the current proposal at? So this thing is currently passing. Okay, so that's good. You know, it's just crazy to me how many votes come down to like the last couple of percentage points. Like, why is everything so contentious? Okay, I guess I'm wrong. This one was not. I just have selective memory, I suppose. All the fun ones come down to contentious votes. Revamp market fees. Okay, revisionist history. I was only remembering the contentious ones because going back to March, there's only been a couple of them. July 3rd, so voting closes in. Just out of curiosity, I want to see who's voting what. Oh, Cryptomancer chiming in. Wolf SL is against it. Oh, Biz is for it. That's interesting. Oh, actually, he's been kind of campaigning that this is a problem too. Gold Matters for it. Holozor against it. Interesting. Okay. Oh, Stever's against it too. Yeah, Stever. You know what's interesting about this, and I love Stever, so this is a disagreement of ideas, nothing against him, but he's such an OG in the game. Like one of the things that I've been kind of brainstorming on, and I haven't like thought it through enough to make a video for it yet, but it's just like I do believe we're eventually going to get to a point where the only things that actually have value in the game as like a reward would be SPS. And I think people would be okay with that if SPS was paying out significantly in prizes, right? So meaning that one, a lot of the botting was taken care of, so modern format might solve that problem. But number two, if SPS rises in value, then people won't care so much about the cards not having the same amount of value. But again, that's a shift from where we were to where I think we might be going. And so it's like, imagine, like, Potions don't have value, but they could help you in game if you spend money, right? Or they do help you in game by increasing the value of your chest potentially, or increasing the rewards in your chest. If soulbound reward cards, and I think Bulldog has said this too, he's like, if soulbound reward cards just stayed soulbound, right? Can't unlock them, can't do anything, they can just stay on your account and help you earn. Like, that's, what if we move towards an era like that? Because it's a half step right now, right? They don't have monetary value, but they do have value in game. So, I don't know. But just based on seeing some of the other games out there and what they're doing, like, if everything has value, everything's going to get farmed down to zero, right? So it's like you have to pick and choose your battles. And I do believe, like, if the team is working hard to get as much utility and value to SPS, then have that be worth a lot more, and then make it so that, you know, people want it, but they're also earning it. And so there's just like balance back and forth that isn't happening at 1.7 pennies, but it's happening at $1.70, right? You're down for a DAO proposal to nerf alpha tournaments? I will fund 50K DEC to a well-written proposal. Oh, well, that's very generous of you. So here's the thing. I would actually volunteer to write this, Brandon, but I kind of agree with, and I don't know who said it, maybe it was Weirdbeard or someone else, but I would kind of agree with the thought that we shouldn't nerf alpha tournaments until we get more alpha card utility, which would be what land is. So I'm actually okay with them not revamping tournaments until land comes out. Now, again, you know, land was supposed to be out a week ago. I don't know when it comes out, but I guess we'll have to struggle with it for a little bit longer. But if they don't pivot to revamp tournaments after land is out, that's something that I would want to see challenged and changed very quickly. Like, another thing too, it's just like I think we should be burning vouchers for tournaments. It would be such an easy utility. We shouldn't be like, if we're not supposed to part with our SPS, right, or not to want to part with our SPS, then we should be giving the rewards that SPS give us, or we should be paying in the rewards that SPS gives us. There's a lot of info missing about voucher, how a voucher applies to manifesting cards. Isn't it just you can save 50%? Ooh, nice. Congrats, Icy Flow. 4,000 SPS is not a small chunk of change. My 60K SPS. What's up, Ghostly BG? Good to have you here. Sorry, I know you're against this one. What would you like to see, Ghostly BG? If you're voting it down, what would you like to see? Or is it a principle thing that you believe the card should be workable on land and usable in every aspect of the game, no matter what? Rift Summoner, Stella Fantasy and Grand Saga Unlimited have a lot of anti-bot systems, mechanics, detections. I think this is why even free-to-play earns so much in Stella. I'm searching. Yeah, well, okay. So I mean, I can't speak for Grand Saga, but with Stella Fantasy, like it's an actual game. You gotta run around the map and fight people and do all these things. Like, is that bottable? Yeah, probably, maybe, but the bots, I'm sure, it would have to be way more sophisticated. Also, the other thing, and again, this is just my conversation with Tails, you have to download the game client. So I'm not technical, but it's like I had to download a game client onto my PC in order to play. So it's not like browser based, and you would need all of these devices running, doing something, unless maybe computing is well beyond that. Again, I'm not a developer or technical, but it just seems like you would need to have so much hardware in addition to the software in place in order to bot that. And then on top of that, if they're anti-bot from the get-go, it's against terms of service. Would you want to risk all of that investment into the infrastructure of your bot farm if it could easily just be shut down? All right, buying like a bunch of laptops or computer. Essentially, you're like mining Stella coins or whatever it is. ST SFTY? STFY? Yeah. Oh, Icy Flow. I still need to jump into World Eternal. I'm sorry, man. I just got bogged down with Stella Fantasy on Sunday. We'll see if I have... No, I'm not going to have time today. I don't want to lie to you. Got some stuff going on in the afternoon. And then I guess I'm going to be streaming live for... yeah, I guess I'm going to stream live for... What's that called? Splinterlands TV tonight. But I'm gonna have to like literally jet right afterwards just to make the fireworks. But thankfully it's close by, so I just don't want to keep like missing or having somebody cover for me. I feel bad. It's just Tuesdays are just such a random day. Just use the last thing I sent you to apply for an Alpha Pass. All right. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. So we've been on for about 41 minutes. Oh, I was like, what's that smell? But I got some food in the slow cooker and it is already permeating through the entire place. All right, so we are seeing continual burns in DEC and the DEC supply, so that is fantastic. I really get nervous about DEC being bridged, though. Like, I know it should be, but I don't like whatever shenanigans can happen. Oh, we're seeing GLX pump too. Look at that. GLX did like a 10% pump. This thing was under 0.006 a little while ago. But I'm sure there's no actual liquidity on that. You know, that's something that I would like to see happen for GLX too. I'm sure they want to get the game out, but I wonder how much of a priority liquidity pools would be after that. Because if liquidity pools played a role in getting SPS a bit of a pump, once GLX liquidity pools start, those, you know, the APRs on that are going to be stupid. People will be buying a ton of GLX off the market. Maybe not. Oh no, actually they would, because why would you unstake your GLX if you're still earning 89% on it? But if the other, you know, if the liquidity pools are paying like 300%, you wouldn't necessarily unstake your GLX. You just go buy more. But there's only 37 million liquid. Actually, you know what? This is probably not the best place to look at it. I've heard these numbers aren't accurate. Oh no, BTC is under. Yikes. We'll see what they end up doing with tower defense packs. Man, I really hope we can get tower defense launched this month. I love how like we just Matt. I'm glad Matt came into the Discord for tower defense and like talked about all the stuff like almost being there in the works, because it's like they gave up on the dev diaries. We don't get any updates. We haven't heard from David in like 3 months, the CEO of Double Coconut. So that's somewhere that communication could be better, which Matt did apologize for. So I'm hoping the fact that Matt chimed in and was actually talking about like we should be getting like the card combining info, the levels and all that. My hope is that even if we don't get the full launch of the game, right, with rewards and everything this month, if we could start to get the info on what that'll be like, it'll make it more real. Because right now it's just a black box. I don't even want to call it Soul Keep because it's still just tower defense to me. The other thing too is when are we going to get Rift Watchers priced in DEC? That thing passed a while ago. Let me ask you guys this: does anybody would anybody, or sorry, is anybody planning on buying Rift Watcher packs once it swaps over to DEC? considering that now you can get a decent discount on it. 17% to be exact. Although, granted, you can get a better discount on Hive Engine, but you don't get the airdrop points. I wish we could see Riftwatcher sales over time. But I don't think anybody's really tracking that. Again, it wouldn't be anything significant, but it'd be good to see like what the appetite is for Riftwatcher store or Riftwatcher packs from the store. There's still 150,000 circulating. Wow. We are under 20% of Chaos Legion circulating, but that includes the burn amount. Otherwise, we're probably still more closer to 30-something%. So what do you guys think SPS staking is going to do to the, I don't know, to the ecosystem? We'll call it, keep it open-ended. Go CPG, my new screen name on SPL TV. Soul cards are not free. I wonder how many games Coconut is developing. Are we just a spare time project? I don't know. That's a good question. Somebody made a comment, again, unsubstantiated, but it's just like, I wonder if the sales or lack thereof of sales for tower defense packs kind of made them disinterested in the project. Like maybe it just wasn't as lucrative for them, and therefore that's why it's taken so long. But again, that's all just not even rumors. That's just somebody thinking out loud. And I was like, the reason I bring it up is because in conjunction with your question, I have no idea what their I have no idea what's on their plate and how much of a priority or how significant this is for them. I hope to buy Riftwatcher cards for cheap. What's up, Super Cow? That'd be cool. Brandon's buying 1 to 2 daily from the store. Awesome. All right. So you're locking up SPS every day right now, Brandon? And it's about to get a little bit cheaper for you? I wonder if people believe if SPS can go up without DC hitting peg. All right, that's kind of what my question was with, like, do you think the SPS staking requirement is going to do enough on its own? Oh. This is the graph of the Riftwatcher pack sale. U-shape. High, low, high, nothing. Yes. Well, what else you guys want to talk about? I'll stick on for a little bit longer. Just because I'm doing 2 streams today, we're going to keep this one a little bit shorter. Can always talk about Go. Fun stuff happening there. All right, so one thing with Go, for me, is that I slept on reputation for a long time, so I'm starting to increase that. I'm almost to level 10, and I don't know what happens after level 10, but I know prestige seems to be important. So if anybody can help me figure out what I need to do with prestige when that goes live, that would be great. Let's check out the market real quick too. Staking will have more effect than peg. Interesting. Okay, Icy Flow, why do you think so? I mean, I've run through the numbers in that other video, and it's I don't necessarily disagree with you. I think that, again, it's like, is it going to cause more people to buy SPS? I don't know, but I wonder if it'll make people stop selling SPS, right? Because now it's just like, oh, I have to get to a goal. And if we get to a place where it's just like, you know, what level do you want to be at, right? In terms of your overall earnings, you know, there'll always be like another tier, another multiplier, or something that you could go for. Brandon saying, I'm buying 1 to 2 refractor packs from the marketplace or DC daily. Oh, basically reward for winning a battle or 2 in ranked. Once refractor DC rolls out, I can buy from this. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Makes sense. Topic, no more Splinterfest, please. I don't think there's anything in the works right now, Venston. So I think Splinterfest is a bull run type of event. Plus, they did their 5-year anniversary thing. So I would say that we're probably safe to assume there's not going to be a Splinterfest this year. But we're still planning an After Dark meetup. I'm not going to do a whole fest, but I think we'll do a meetup in Atlanta later this year once it cools down a little bit. Wibble Wee, what's going on, Wibble? Good to have you here. Go CBG. I'm Prestige 2 level 9. Oh, I don't even have any Prestige. Don't know if that's the right way to do it. Okay, fair enough. So Icy Flow saying staking will have return for SPS and increased demand. PEG is a very slow trickle of burning the supply. Indeed. Staking will have return for SPS. I'm curious, what do you guys think of like SPS rentals? Is that something that you're going to be engaging in? Whether you are planning to rent SPS or rent out your SPS? Because I'm almost wondering now if I can calculate the returns, right? It's just like if I could make X more per battle by having this much more SPS and it costs this much DEC to rent that, do I go for that? I don't know. I mean, again, if the numbers make sense, then yes, right? But we'll have to wait until all that is actually out. Thoughts and plan for land surfing? So, I only have 3 plots, so my hope is to have them all filled up, ideally. When it comes to land surfing on other plots, though, I don't really have the collection for that. I mean, I could go out and buy some other cards, and I do think that if land ends up being something significant, I know people disagree with this, but it's like if the returns, at least initially, end up being significant, I think we're going to see people potentially going in and surfing on land. Or it's like, what's the situation right now? Like, card rentals are down because people aren't playing. So if people just have all these extra cards and there's open land available and it's just a matter of like throwing your monsters on there, then I do think that you're going to get people doing that. Now, is it going to be enough to cover all 150,000 plots? I don't know. That's tough to say. And it's not, keep in mind, it's not going to go live initially, right? So we'll have to rent SPS, Wibble. That's all good. I mean, a lot of people will. Let's see if the bots rent it. I wonder how much liquidity there's going to be for SPS rentals, because there's liquidity for SPS to go buy it on the market now. It's cheap as hell. But how much is it going to be to actually rent it out? Wibble, you tagging me in my Discord? What are we looking at? I will rent if it's cost effective. Nice. All right. Let me go back into the market here. And what I want to look at are summoners. Let's look at chaos. General Sloan's back up to 40 cents. Oh, his new post about SPS staking rewards? Ah. Let's see here. SPS staking multiplier. Sweet. All right, we can cover this now. Let's go. All right. Splinterlands team is excited to announce this is coming on Thursday. All right, guys, this is going to be a big week. Let's go. We're going to get the market fee implementation, which should start burning like 400,000 DEC per day, hopefully. And then we're going to get the SPS thing here. So, okay, let's read through this. I guess I'm going to have to do a... The Splinterlands team is excited to announce the beginning of a new chapter of ranked battle rewards. All right, during the next release window, which is currently scheduled for Thursday, we'll be removing collection power requirements for each ranked battle. Awesome. Because while this doesn't yet achieve the full vision of the original white paper, it is nevertheless a major step in the right direction. Awesome. For nearly the past 2 years, players have been able to earn SPS and other rewards from ranked battles without needing to have any SPS stake themselves. And while many players chose to hodl their SPS earnings, many have not, as there is no penalty or negative impact from selling. Ain't that the truth? All right, this obviously has had a negative impact on the economy overall and ecosystem, which is why it is both so important and exciting to replace collection power. All right, more details are below. Let's jump into the details. So details and formulas. All right, first and foremost, the removal of collection power requirements for ranked battles means that there will no longer be anything preventing players from moving up to higher leagues and tiers if they're able to obtain a high enough rating. So this is where things get interesting, because now you'll have all of these bot farm win traders able to jump up from a rating perspective. But if they don't have the cards leveled up and the SPS staked, it doesn't matter if they're in diamond when trading with one another. Although they could abuse the diamond and champ leaderboards. Oh, whoa, that could be an exploit. Imagine these win traders just playing with themselves. Yeah, I know. Playing with themselves, trading losses, and then like their ratings just go through the roof, and they make it to the champ leaderboard. But they're not earning anything. But the leaderboard, I think leaderboards are going to have to be addressed ASAP. Okay, so the amount, all right, it's ratings cubed divided by 1,000. All right, this means players' ranked battles is the single most important factor. Currently above is just for calculating the base amount of reward points. After that, all the typical modifiers will be applied as normal, including bonuses for win streaks, older edition cards, gold foil, guild buildings, etc., and penalties for starter cards. Finally, there will be a new multiplier applied to the modified reward points, which will be based on the amount of SPS staked. Okay, which will determine the final reward points from the battle. So the SPS multiplier is max SPS staked over SPS staked plus rating constant times 13.3. Oh, interesting. The rating constant is your rating minus 100 times 0.07 raised to 3.5. All right, we'll now try to give a simpler explanation of the above formulas. First of all, it's important to note that the SPS multiplier can never go below 1x. Even if you have 0 SPS staked or delegated to you, that means you do not need any SPS at all to earn some rewards. The more SPS you have staked or delegated to you, the rewards, the higher your multiplier will be, up to a max of 13.3x. So the current reward points being given out now for ranked battles before this change goes live is equivalent to a 10x multiplier. The current rewards being given out now for ranked battle wins. Okay. So it's the same thing as what they put out before, but they're talking about it as like a multiplier. So we are all essentially getting the 10x multiplier. So the 10x is where you would essentially need to be to get what you're getting now. Okay. Well, that makes sense. And this is probably a better way to present it too, especially for newer players coming in. Interesting. So I'm in Diamond 2. So I would need 128,000. But yo, damn, look at this. This is crazy. So, okay, I wonder now, is there going to be a benefit for me to potentially stay in like gold? And the reason I say that is like, and this could be exploited by other people who have way more SPS, but it's like I have 200,000 SPS. So is it better for me to play in diamond and earn, my 10x multiplier? Or would it be better for me to go into like gold 1 and get like a 13x multiplier, right? Like, I don't know what the earnings are between gold and diamond. Huh. Okay. I mean, I'm sure they ran the numbers on that. Delegation rental market. At the same time as the SPS multiplier changes are released, we're also planning to release a new simple market for renting SPS staked delegations. The system will be bid based, meaning that players who are interested in receiving SPS delegations will be able to submit a bid for the amount of SPS staked that they wish to receive and the amount in DEC per SPS DEC per SPS per day. They're willing to pay for it. Okay. Anyone looking to rent out their extra SPS will then be able to fill any open bids and receive DC payment. All SPS rentals will be for 7 days, okay, which is a minimum length and time required. This means that when a player submits a bid for an SPS delegation rental, they will need to pay 7 days worth at the price they specified. Similarly, when someone fills a bid, they will receive the full 7 days worth upfront. Oh, that's awesome. Let's go. In order to get the system built and released as quickly as possible, it was kept very simple. Bids will need to be filled completely and cannot be partially filled. So players looking to rent large amounts of SPS can split up their rental into multiple builds. Okay, that's going to get... I hope that gets adjusted soon. I mean, I actually appreciate the fact that they're just getting this out now. This is one of those like things where it's like MVP is great. Let's go for it. This option will be easily available in the UI. Additionally, rentals will always be 7 days and cannot be shorter or longer. If a player would like to rent SPS for longer than 7 days, they will need to submit additional bids every 7 days. Interesting. Okay. 7 days is odd. I mean, 7 days makes sense, but at the same time, like, what if you wanted to rent it for the season, which is usually 15 days? When a staked SPS holder fills a bid, the specified SPS will be automatically delegated to the player, but will not be automatically undelegated after the 7-day rental expires. It'll be up to the SPS owner to undelegate their SPS after the rental ends. What? I don't want to manage that. We hope that various third-party marketplace tools will take the opportunity to provide SPS rental automation services. Okay. Let's hope Splex can do that, or Peak Monsters. I mean, it's like, okay, as somebody who has SPS, if I want to delegate it or rent it out, I don't want to have to go through every 7 days and like pull it back. Huh. All right, sorry, let me catch up on chat here. I finally got to... Hey, what's up, Virus? I finally got to listen to the People's Guild with land surfing. I still wonder how food for workers will work, and will people surf on an uncleared plot to clear it when they don't own it? Yeah, that's going to be an interesting thing, Virus. And I wonder if this whole thing is going to come out after we see how land initially shakes out. I mean, we know it's not going to launch with land 1.5 right away, but I think that there's a lot of details that still need to be worked out. I think food is relatively straightforward, though. Like they will, your monsters will still need grain. And so it's just like you could be getting it, but you're only getting half of it now. But I do like the idea overall, and I hope that they're able to implement the surfing by the end of the year, because at this point, my time frame for like Land 2.0, getting all of the resources and buildings and all that stuff is probably not until next year. The SPS rental APR is a bonus to the staking APR, so I don't think it'll be crazy high. My guess is 5% APR. Interesting. Okay. Unless Icy Flow, there's just not enough out there, and people don't necessarily want or need to go buy SPS themselves. Great point about rental SPS liquidity. Market prices on the margin and highly susceptible to liquid supply. Got me thinking, may need to prepare better. All right. Wind trading is a huge exploit in this plan. Okay, so I'm not the only one seeing that, right? There's got to be something done with leaderboards, because the only reason wind trading happens is because of leaderboards. If all of the actual battles are nerfed, this would be a time to adjust leaderboards, in my opinion, or just remove them entirely. I mean, granted, I don't play for leaderboards, so it doesn't impact me. So I can understand people who feel strongly about leaderboards will be upset, but if they don't have a way to swap it out, I do worry that bots will have every incentive to just win trade their way all the way to the top. And while they will not get any rewards along the way, if they finish at the top, which should be easy, right? Because they'll just keep on playing themselves, then they'll get all the leaderboard rewards. So, who else just converted to SPS? Oh, somebody bought more SPS. What am I reading? This is the post that they just put out. Diamond. All right. I was thinking maximizing chests might be better. I may try a season in Diamond instead of Champs. All right. So, yeah, you know what? I was thinking about the same thing with Gold. Because it's like, I know I can easily play in Gold 1 rather than like spending most of my time in like Diamond 3 and Diamond 2. But no. Brandon, it's all about the chests, and this makes a difference. There be a new multiplier applied to modified rewards points based on the amount of SPS, both owned and delegated. There'll be a multiplier applied to the modified reward points. Okay. Yep. I spent about 1K to try to make leaderboard. Now you want to get rid of them? So I don't want to get rid of leaderboards, Alex. Let me be very clear. I want leaderboards to be updated, but if they cannot update leaderboards with an alternative solution in time, right, within like a season or like a 2-week sprint, a 2-week sprint, then I would rather than incentivize the bots to like farm their way all the way to the top, I would much rather they just remove it for a season and then add it back in with some kind of solution, whether that's like more chests or something, or chaos packs. I mean, we talked about chaos packs too, so oh, Jackie, for some reason I can't pull up your message here, but thank you, Jackie, so much for being a member for 2 months. God bless America and God bless Atchison. You are incredibly kind and generous. Thank you, Jackie. Cheers. I hope everybody's enjoying their 4th of July. Oh, holy crap, Jackie, you didn't need to do that. Thank you. Wow. That is very, very kind of you, Jackie. Hope you're doing well. Well, now we got some fun stuff to celebrate, huh? You finished 72nd last season? Congrats, Alex. That's pretty good. Jackie, how are you feeling about Bitcoin? I think you're the only other well, you're not a Bitcoin maxi, but you're the only other one who loves Bitcoin in the same way. So it's been good to see it this year, just going up and up and up. They should stop giving out potions and chests. Let the people who want potions purchase it. This will generate a little bit of money for the team. Also increase card drops. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, potions could be looked at now. I mean, people just don't value them, and we're all getting them like in crazy amounts. So, Brandon, go buy some SPS. All right, I will do that. Thank you, Jackie. You're helping me to fill. Well, I'm gonna buy some Bitcoin because I know how important Bitcoin is. So I'll buy some Bitcoin with it, and I'll buy some SPS. But thank you again, Jackie. So Brandon's saying potion purchases are burned. Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, I missed that from Supreme Victory Network's comment. I mean, either way, it's still. Don't you still feel like we're getting a lot, Brandon? Like I don't think that I'll ever spend on potions ever. Alex says potions are like vultures. They have no value most of the time, and then all of a sudden everybody wants them. Oh, potions are like vouchers. Got it. Okay. Yeah, you know, like, I guess so. The thing is, playing in Diamond, right? I guess I would be in the top half of players. If Gold would be like the middle or medium. So I guess it makes more sense. But like for players at the bottom who aren't earning enough potions to necessarily cover all of their chests, I guess it makes sense. Hold on, I want to see how many potions I have. Yeah, I'm almost at between 4,000 to 5,000 potions. That's nuts. Come on, I kind of want to do a battle. All right, anyone want to send a challenge? I got the itch to play a game right now, and I don't have any energy, which is good for my productivity overall. Hey, what's going on? Why is this not loading? Come on now. Uh-oh. Are we going into a secret maintenance? Refreshing again. No. All right. Secret maintenance it is. Let's support the DAO here. 12x to Diamond 2. So the DAO is actually getting a good amount of HBD, right? SPS.DAO. Hold on. Is there like a peak D? SPS.DAO. I wonder how much it has gotten in its wallet. Oh, let's go to wallet. So this thing only has 1,000 hive. We've only picked up 2,300 HP and less than $1,000. I guess that makes sense. We don't get much on there. The DAO should do some. The DAO should be curating stuff. Somebody should set up the DAO to do something similar to Splinter Boost, where it just automatically like gives a small upvote to all Splinterlands related posts. Because then it could actually gain something from the HP that it has, rather than it just sitting there not doing anything. All right, yeah, this is stuck for me. Okay, well, that may be that. All right, let me catch up on chat here, and then probably wrap it up in a little bit. Yeah, I'm almost at 1,000 potions of each. I'm never gonna buy that many packs. You're never gonna buy 200 packs? July 4th, need to open some packs. Nah, we'll hold off on that for now. Exactly. When Diamond returns and a new set is available, or when Demand returns, sorry, high potion accounts may get paid to open packs for people. Ooh, actually, that would be interesting. I'd happily do that. I mean, just for the content, just for the fun of it. If I don't need the potions, then why not? Actually, that's what we were doing with the Aftersound YT account. There's, that account's really not going to open up any packs. 2,000 potions for a pack would be good. What? That's a lot. So FYI, current SPS rental prices are at 0.5% APR. 50 cents for 300K for 1 week. Oh, that's not much at all. Oh, you're doing... Okay, are you using the XBot rental? Just rented SPS for my main and alt. I'll get 100% rewards in champ and gold for 66 cents a week. Well, here's the thing. It shouldn't be that much, right? Like, I don't want it to be expensive, because it should be at a point where people are coming in and able to get it easily, so that they're not spending way more. If they do, then I think that ends up being something that drives people away even further. But if it's something where it's like, oh, I can now easily get SPS, and not just the SPS that I need for like whatever I was earning before, but get that 12x multiplier, for example. And it's not, like if I'm earning 20% more rewards, but I'm paying X amount, that's actually pretty good. So I don't want it to be like outrageous. I mean, it's funny because like I don't want it to be outrageously expensive, yet at the same time, if I'm going to be renting out my SPS, I want an APR on it. All right, we're back. Anyone want to send a challenge? Please, somebody play with me. It's okay if you don't want to. We can start to wrap things up too. I never finished what I was doing, looking at the market summoners. Interesting to see Kalia staying above $1 still. Still more expensive than Darwin. All right, Icy Flow. Let's bring it. What was this? Diamond? Let's go. Oh, it's silver. All right, never mind. All right, Flaviano, I got you next. Oh, silver with silent summoners is kind of meh. You know what? Let's roll with you. Silver. Are you practicing your silver meta overall for? Okay, I'm gonna throw you in the mix. I'm gonna throw you in the mix for the upcoming tournaments. Let's go with you. I actually don't really like this team at all. You know what? You know what? Let's go with the Trinity. Why not? Bam. Bam. All right, let's give this a shot. Good luck. Oh, Icy Flow, I love your title, by the way. The Scorcher. That is awesome, dude. Okay. Oh, I totally did not see the other part of the rule set there. I completely missed the super sneak thing. So I think I am now screwed. There goes my speed. There goes my repair. There goes my heal. Oh, damn. You played it well, man. Oh, gosh. GG's. 3 rule sets. You only play Silver Brawls. That's all you know. But are you botting your main account then? Oh, Flaviano, you don't want to? It's all good. I don't know. I'm feeling good today, guys. And not just Splinterlands wise, but Splinterlands is definitely adding to it. There's a lot of macro stuff that's like still very scary, but overall, I do feel like we're turning, I don't know, a little bit of a corner. People are recognizing Bitcoin, especially like top institutions. I don't know what that means for alts and for gaming and Splinterlands specifically, but I do know that any and all attention on crypto can lead to some good things for Splinterlands. And so my hope is just that we're through the rough months, April, May, June, and we're getting SPS staking live now. There's a couple other things on the docket, including tower defense, including land, including the modern bot proposal, right? Like, I do believe, I don't think we're going to get all of them, but I do believe that we can get some of them this month and maybe next month before the summer's over. So it's just a matter of being patient, I suppose. But one thing I haven't created yet is the tournament summer series. So keep an eye out for that. I just need to actually make the tournaments and then finish writing the post for it, and I'll make a video. But that'll be upcoming the next 3 Sundays. So hopefully you all will be able to hop into those, or at least those who normally join on Sundays. Bot-free modern is the most important change in the history of this game. Yes, I really hope that they can stick the landing. And here's the thing with bot modern, right? Even if they can't solve the battle helper issue, I still believe it's gonna be a huge net positive for the ecosystem, mainly because it's like people can't automate their accounts. All right, Flavian, let's do it. But people can't automate their accounts and then just play the entire day, right? You actually need to be there and go in and play some games. So if that ends up being the case, I don't know. It just seems like there's some opportunity there, mainly because there'll be less overall. Are we playing gold? It looks like gold, right? Let's do this. Definitely want him in the mix. And in fact, I'm going to go the other route. And let's see if this ends up working out to my favor. Okay, we're in gold. Let's throw him in there. I kind of feel like I still need to throw this dude in just because. Whoa. Why can I play 2? That's kind of weird. All right, let's throw you back there. Let's throw you up here. And let's see If we can get him. Okay. Let's see what else you got. I'm assuming you went Quora. That's kind of why I didn't. But you didn't go Quora. You went Controlba too. Oh, you went double on that. All right. Ugh. I'm going to need to stick a bunch of poisons. Yeah, because your control. Oh, no, your Controlba's going to eat me. Oh, F this. Didn't stick a poison or anything, really. Yeah, now he's gone. GG's, Flaviano. Well played. I should have put more protection back there. All right, Eye Blast. This will be the last one, and then we'll call it a day. Man, it's only 11 o'clock here. But, all right, another gold match. 51 mana. Ooh. You know, I don't get to play this card a lot just because I don't have it maxed out. So we're going to give this a shot. Let's throw you in there. Oh, no, but that's kind of a waste, isn't it? Feels like it. All right, let's go with you. Actually, let's go with you. Oh, no, that's too much mana. Ooh. I still want you. But I'm trying to think. Yeah, yeah. Well, okay. So now we're going to have a bunch of mana left over unless I can find something valuable here. Oh, actually, you know what? He's a perfect fit. Ooh, actually, you know what? I'm going to go a different route here because it's Thorns. This guy can also have a ton of value. So let's go ahead and do this. And throw her in the back. We'll go him there. And then let's... Oh. Who do I want to be buffed up? Let's go with that. Actually, you know what? I should have gone with the other dude. All right, good luck, Eye Blast. Let's see what happens. Well played with the Queen of Crows, although I did not fall into that trap. I did fall into the other one, though. Oh, dude, you need to get your Jin Moira leveled up. Oh, now I feel kind of dumb for having not. Oh no! I need my guy to die, and he's not dying. Ouch! Oh, that was actually very terribly played by me. Yep. Oh gosh, that's just awful. He's not dying. So much for Martyr. Wow. All right. I suck at this game. Well played. Well played. All right. Let me see here. Got the challenge, State of Survival. Are you doing live shows every day? I just did one yesterday. SPL paying you way too much. Well, yesterday was not a Splinterlands stream. Yesterday was a Pancake Protector stream. Which, of course, everybody still wanted to talk about Splinterlands, but I wanted to grind on that game a bit. $750K per month would be awesome, but I don't think the team can... well, actually, I don't know what the team's expenses are, but there's no way that they can afford $750K a year or even 2 years. Plus, they probably need to hire more UX, UI designers, according to Nate. Let's make a feature sometime. Yeah, Flaviano, we need to. Let's get back in touch about that. I know I haven't been focused as much on the music side, but we will make it happen. All right, guys, I am going to hop off. Sorry, Gregory. Just as you come through and chime in, my bad, man. But I'm excited for what this means with the launch of SPS staking. That's coming in 48 hours, which is really exciting. So, we're already seeing SPS back above 1.7 cents. Again, I don't know what the long-term implications of this will be. I do think that it's going to be a net positive for the ecosystem. And yeah, so I'm going to go take care of some things. Got to get some work and other stuff done and have some 4th of July festivities. But I will be live tonight for Splinterlands TV. I'm gonna do that real quick and then hop off to the fireworks afterwards. So if you want to come say hello, feel free to do so. But thank you everyone for being here. Keep an eye out for more tournament stuff coming out. I know I said I was going to post it last time, but I will get to work on it. Not today, but hopefully tomorrow. Let's see here. Oh, Stever just got here too. What's going on, Stever? Level up 1 hero over level 4. Level 1's for PP. My red star does 80% of the damage. Oh, wow. Okay. We'll get to know. Barbecue sounds good. Yep. Gopal. Another new name here. Do you play any of the PT games which are having good enough rewards? I'm playing Golem Overlord, which, I calculated it because I was like, how much am I making in this game if I was to extract value? I could be making like $1 a day or like 80 cents to $1 per day based on the price. But that's actually not bad considering the fact that I did not spend anything outside of the $30 to play. So I've been able to level myself up here. But if you're talking about like good earnings, I don't know that there's like any place with like amazing earnings right now. Golem Overlord has been fun. Wait, why am I not able to refresh this? I play Decrops as well. I know I haven't done any content for that. All right, what's going on here? I play Decrops as well, but the only reason I'm earning for that is because I'm holding a lot of packs, so you have to hold assets there. And now Splinterlands. I think Splinterlands, you're gonna have to stake SPS in order to get some value out of it. Now you can't end the stream. I know too many people just joined. No, I gotta go, guys. But this has been fun as it normally is, as it usually is. I wish you all the best. Enjoy your 4th of July celebrations for everybody who is celebrating. I hope everybody makes it to tomorrow with all of your fingers and hands intact. If you're playing with fireworks, just be careful. But otherwise, I'll catch you guys all soon, or I'll see you tonight. Just a reminder, I will not be able to stream on Thursday. So next stream should be Sunday unless I try to sneak in another random one throughout the week as I did yesterday. But tomorrow through Friday should be relatively busy, so we'll see how things check out. But have an awesome rest of your day and your week. I'll see you all very soon and excited to chat about the SPS staking when that goes live. Peace.